here is a pretty interesting systemic parasite, the filarial worms. So filarial worms up here are a type of nematode or roundworm that is a human parasite. They are most known for causing filariasis, which is a pretty common and pretty nasty disease. The worms use the mosquito as an intermediate host, which basically acts as a vector to transmit the disease. So the worms don't want to stay in the mosquito forever, they just basically use it to get from definitive host to definitive host, and in almost all cases, the definitive host is a human. So after the human host gets bit by a mosquito, the worms travel through your lymphatic system into your lymph nodes. That is where the site of reproduction is, so the worms just chill in your lymph nodes and reproduce there, which is not great because the lymph nodes are pretty essential for your immune system, so if there's worms in there, that's not great for your immune system. So infections can be asymptomatic, but some of the more common infections include things like fever, inflammation, swelling of the lymph nodes, but the most well-known symptom of this is something known as elephantiasis. So this is kind of a diagram of elephantiasis. I'm not going to show the actual pictures because they're kind of disturbing. If you want to go Google it, I mean, you can. Go for it, just fair warning. But it's characterized by the thickening of the skin and swelling of limbs. This is caused by obstruction of the lymph nodes due to there being so many worms in the lymphatic system. There's just so many worms there that the circulation of the lymphatic fluid gets blocked, and so the fluid just kind of pools into one area and causes the swelling. It's not great. Really not a good time. You don't want a lot of fluid accumulation pretty much anywhere, and this makes it incredibly difficult to be mobile and walk around and do normal activities. Fortunately, these worms can be pretty easily taken care of with antiparasitic medications such as ivermectin. However, since these are spread by the mosquito-borne vectors, then they're very prevalent in equatorial, warmer tropical countries, which tend to be more lower income countries. And so often people affected by this can't afford that treatment, so they just kind of have to deal with this, which is not great. But at least it can be treated, because it is a very, very nasty parasite. You really don't want this.